Let's take a look at how we can create Grafana managed alerts in Grafana 9. First, let's navigate to the Alerting tab. To do that, we can click the bell icon on the left-hand side. We can see here that we have not yet created any alert rules, so let's create one now. We can click the blue New Alert Rule button, which will take us to the Create Alert Rule page. Here, we can choose between 3 different kinds of rule: Grafana Managed Alert, Mimir or Loki Alert, and Mimir or Loki Recording Rule. In this example, we are going to be looking at how to create Grafana Managed Alerts, so we will keep Grafana Managed Alert checked. Let's start by creating an alert on a simple query. We want to know if our HTTP server is returning 500 internal server errors. We have a Prometheus server that is collecting metrics from our HTTP server, so we have chosen our Prometheus data source from the data source menu. Let's now select our metric HTTP request total, and we want to create an alert when the status code is 500. Since this is a counter, we want to add a rate function to see the rate at which our server is returning 500 internal server errors. To make this query alertable, we need to reduce it to a single value. To do this, we can use either a classic condition or we can use a reduce and math expression. Classic conditions provide simple aggregation functions such as average, min, max, and sum, and let us create alerts when this value exceeds the threshold. Reduce and math expressions let us create more complex alerting conditions and are particularly useful when we want to create an alert rule that uses multiple queries to determine whether the alert should fire. When using a reduce and math expression, if the condition is greater than or equal to 1, we can just create a reduce expression without the math expression. When creating a Grafana managed alert, it is possible to set both the evaluation interval and the duration. We want this alert to evaluate every minute and for the alert to fire if we are seeing 500 internal server errors for at least 5 minutes. Next, let's pick a rule name. This should be short but descriptive, as it's what you will see in your alert notifications. Let's use the name HTTP request failures. Once we have chosen a name for our alert rule, we can pick an existing folder or create a new one. Let's use the folder I created earlier called HTTP monitoring. Now we need to assign this rule to a rule group. Rule groups in Grafana are equivalent to those in Prometheus. Let's use the same name as the folder, HTTP monitoring. We can now save this rule. If we now go to the Alerting tab, we can see that our alert is okay. If our HTTP server starts to return HTTP 500 internal server errors, we will see that the alert has changed to pending, as Grafana must wait 5 minutes before the alert can fire. If the server continues to return 500 internal server errors for 5 minutes, then this alert will transition from pending to firing. Otherwise, we can expect it to return to OK.